Don't pick your nose. Stand up tall. Speak like a man. These are commands I got from my parents growing up as an adolescent. Dad said, so you got an A on your report. How come you didn't get an A+? So I grew up feeling lack of self-esteem, ugly, shy, stupid, clumsy. I had nowhere to express this and nobody to express it to. So I didn't have too many friends. But fortunately, Mom sent me to summer camp. And I got entranced by nature and wondered how things worked. Well, I found out a little bit about that in high school. Decided I wanted to be a PhD biochemist, do research and teaching. And fast forwarding to my 7th year of college, I had a failed marriage, and the counterculture hits me. This is 1968, a pivotal year for me, where I dropped LSD for the first time on April Fool's Day, after doing the I Ching. I got youthful folly. So what do you expect? The message I got from this trip was, get out of graduate school, 7 years, who cares? I was crying. I was going to turn in the coloring book I was working on. But finally, I got really heavily into experiments of the inner travels, and I started having flashbacks and thought I was being drugged in my food. I was hearing whisperings of voices, people were after me. Because I was involved in radical politics, communes, alternative education, the rock scene, and all this was much more interesting than graduate school, which for me as a sensitive person was much too competitive. So I ran up my car off the road thinking I was being followed by helicopters, and a psychiatrist, after a 5-minute interview, said, you need to be in a mental hospital. He was the authority. I didn't hear of any of alternatives, so I signed in. As soon as I got in there, I knew I'd made a huge mistake, and I wanted to die on the streets fighting the revolution instead of in there. I made a feeble attempt to escape, but the door was locked, and I wound up taking a handful of pills. I knew I was being killed. An aide sat with me, and what died that night was my innocence. However, due to the way these things work, I had relapses and saw 5 hospitalizations over a period of 8 years. My brother told me, go to Berkeley, California. They know how to handle dropouts there. Okay, so I got involved in an alternative called the Berkeley Rap Center, and then they gave me an assignment. I went up on the campus, and I said, hi, my name is Don Karp. My therapy group told me to meet women because I'm shy. And she said, hi, my name is Sylvia, and I have to clap. So the 5th time, I was really had a strong intention. I was tired of the boredom and the medications. I wanted to beat this thing. And I listened to my own inner voice and didn't pay attention to what they said to do. Got a good therapist and beat that thing. That was about 49 years ago. Beat the whole mess of mental hospitalizations. And wrote about it starting in '95. Started writing it just to get it out of my mind. In 2003, I moved to Mexico. I'm an expatriate, happily. And about 2007, I met an author who won a lot of awards. She read my manuscript and said, this was so engaging, I missed my yoga class. So then I was in the zone. I started writing and editing and got a cover artist and formatter, an internet website, and really gung-ho on this, and I published in 2013. And I gave my first speaking assignment. I was scared as hell. I thought, who cares about me, my personal stuff? But people care. Stories are important. Everybody has a story, and there's overlap. So the title of my book is The Bumpy Road, a memoir of culture clash, including Woodstock, mental hospitals, and living in Mexico. If you want to find it, it's on Amazon under my name, Don Karp with a K. And I have some copies here. If anybody's interested, it's 100 pages, and it's $10. Thank you.